When traveling east on Highway 7 through Houston County, soon after entering Davy Crockett National Forest, you will see the Ratcliff recreational area. This small park has a big history, and I learned that this forest isn't what it appears as a well-established forest of old trees. It's actually quite new. In about 1875, a 32-wagon train of settlers came here from Georgia. Jess H. Ratcliff, who lived from 1844 to 1920, built a sawmill, drawing more people to the area. The post office opened in 1889 with Ratcliff as postmaster. The town soon had several stores. Professional men included Doctors H.L. McCall and Jake Jackson. Richard Henry Keith, agent for the Central Coal and Coke Company of Kansas City, Missouri, in October 1899 began purchasing the virgin pine timberlands of this region. Lumber for construction of a new mill was cut by the smaller Ratcliff sawmill purchased on January 10, 1901. Although known as 4C Mill, it was operated by the Louisiana and Texas Lumber Company, organized by Keith in July of 1901. The larger mill began sawing lumber in June 1902, producing 300,000 board feet per 11-hour day. The Texas Southeastern Railroad laid tracks from Lufkin. Tram roads and tap lines were built into the forest to haul fresh-cut timber to the mill. The 4C Company built houses and a company store at the mill, and several logging camps in the forest to house and feed lumberjacks. Hostility erupted when the town of Ratcliff was competing for the workers' trade. Between the mill and Ratcliff, the company erected a 16-foot-high fence, which was dynamited several times, thwarting the attempts to establish a company-controlled town. By 1917, the company had exhausted the 120,000 acres it had purchased. The mill was shut down and dismantled in 1920 due to the shortage of good timber. Nearby 45-acre Ratcliff Lake was the 4C Mill Pond. The national forests in Texas were established by an act of the Texas legislature in 1933, authorizing the purchase of lands for the National Forest System. Donald Young, the first forest ranger in Davy Crockett National Forest from 1935 through 1937, is responsible for planting the trees in the Ratcliff area, while supervising the construction of the Ratcliff Lake Recreation Area by the Civilian Conservation Corps. The Davy Crockett National Forest has a total of 161,842 acres, with 94,481 acres in Houston County and 67,361 acres in Trinity County. The area is pine hardwood woodlands with flat to gently rolling terrain. Returning to logging or other enterprises, the community of Ratcliff survived. Although many residents moved away, the Ratcliff schools consolidated with nearby Kennard in 1955.